showdown. The rivalry once thought dead and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Longhorns offense will go on the attack first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Tom.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You have got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen.
He's going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's Whitted. Makes the catch.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Browning. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Longhorns are marching down the field. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes! They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team. You get a guy like this that you can hand the football, and he makes play after play after play. That's why he's #2 in college football in rushing, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy picture. A running back in the Heisman Trophy picture. It's kind of been a dying element. This guy's very much in the race.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Complete downfield. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. The Longhorns have pushed it inside the 20. Offense changing the play. They'll throw it from the red zone. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Texas A&M going up tempo. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. That fumble in Russ territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Snags it over the middle. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Back to pass, it's Whitted. Showing the arm strength to the left. He's got it for a big play. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 1st and 10 coming up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wood. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Hauls it in. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Gets rid of it. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
On target. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Dropping back, it's Whitted. Looking to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throwing catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Longhorn! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. A game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Fine play action. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Cross. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Texas A&M going quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. the play-action fake. And the ball's out there after it. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. To the air, it's Hart. Got a man, it's Gomez. They stop him short and we'll have a big fourth down coming. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. He wants to take the top off. Reels it in on the outside. Off and running. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Whitted. He unleashes a long one. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Intercepted for the 11th time. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cross. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Texas A&M going up tempo. The corners are walked up tight. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the back. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The extra point here would tie the game.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fellas, wanted to keep you informed on the battle for the Peach State between Georgia and Georgia Tech. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the...
Oh, he's got some space. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
On the move, he fires. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Whitted. Oh, he makes the catch. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. And the Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Got it in the middle, it's Wood. He got loose, almost lost it, finally dragged down at the 32. Burnt orange, burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
He'll bring it back looking for help. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. To the air, it's Hart. Makes the grab. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Texas A&M going quickly.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Makes the grab. It's Cuber. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Rushes on him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the ball goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession, but boy, they have to deal with a huge loss on that one. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Pulls it, fired complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here comes the offense on second down. Quick release by the QB. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Snagged in the middle. It's Wood. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Line getting set on second down. To the ground with the back. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Keeps looking downfield. QB got it himself. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. They moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Caught in the backfield, it's Proctor. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And the defense holds firm, no pickup at all on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Here's a heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? And the field goal unit is on the field. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking to throw, it's Hart. Fires left. Got him in the open. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it and stopped the clock.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Aggies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Bringing the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
False start of offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield, it's Whitted. Got his man to the left. They'll immediately call timeout. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. To the air on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, the Lone Star Showdown is among the most bitter rivalries in football, and so far today, these two have really butted heads.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football falling out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. The 20. Touchdown, Aggies. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Whitted. Pressure coming, and they'll wrap him up.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Longhorns will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They evened things up the last time they had it. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Here's the handoff. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Texas A&M going up tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later. Take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Looking to throw, it's Hart. Gets it out fast. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, the ground game. Fighting off the defender. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Find some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Dropping back, it's Hart. Pocket breaking down. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Corralled and brought down by the defense. Texas A&M going quickly. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Here comes the Texas offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Under fire. Right on the money.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Under fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. A lot of urgency for this offense. The run from the shotgun. Powers through the defender. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. To throw, it's Hart. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their ribcage, Jesse.
Need 5 points of pressure moving forward, no doubt. I'll tell you, they knew coming into this game that turnovers were going to be critical. They might give themselves a mulligan for that one, David, but that can't keep happening.
Yeah, but don't change who you are and what you are. Don't get gun-shy because of mistakes. I think that usually turns into more mistakes. So keep doing you, keep being aggressive.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. That's reeled in, it's Wood. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Longhorns come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Grabbed behind the line, it's Proctor. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on 3rd and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
trying to set up the screen. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
So the final period starts with a second down play. The give out of the gun. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Let's see what they do on third down. Looking downfield, it's Whitted. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Texas A&M going up tempo.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Makes the catch. It's Gomez. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Got it behind the line. It's Gomez. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. Ready to fire from the pistol. They'll leave it with the lone back. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Get the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on third down, and life is much better. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. Finds a crease at the 20. Rumbles all the way down to the 6-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and he gives them a first and goal. The option look. Now the toss. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? What a tough break, a potential tying score nullified by the penalty, and now they'll have to see if they can get it done again. It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. To the air, it's Hart. Makes the grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Aggies. They move on top here in the fourth. Getting set for the point after.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And they're not on the same page there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Longhorns will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now.
And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36.
What if I had told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? It's not normally how it works. Got to give the offense credit because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab. Really short gain on that one, defense all over it. The Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the boot, looking for his man. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's crossed. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the D denied them on second and goal. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking for a man. It's Hart. Big fella moving.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
They already have the lead, but they will go for the knockout punch here in the fourth quarter on fourth and goal. Touchdown, Aggies! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They tack on a little extra here in the fourth and just about set to break this long losing streak. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side. It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock.
He lets one fly deep. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out. Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. Offense gets set for second down. Looking to fire. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good.
Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but the latest edition of this tradition-rich rivalry ends with the Aggies saying howdy to a victory over the despised Longhorns in the Lone Star Showdown. Thanks so much for spending some time